Go for it.
Hi, how are you? George Antonopoulos here, President of Wall Street Investments. Today's Monday, March 16th, and we don't have any luck of the Irish. We had the single biggest point drop ever today on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and well, it's very unnerving for all of us, including me. I think we have to take everything in perspective. We have a global fear factor that's happening that has had an impact on all of our short-term activities and just a lot of day-to-day functions here in America and across the world. So let's just call it what it is. It's a worldwide terrible flu that originated from China that we have to take every precaution to make sure that it doesn't spread here in America. Now, when I first did my Live from Wall Street from the office 2 weeks ago, in episode number 1 for this series, I said there was one death in America, and that's one death too many. Tonight there's about 65, 66 people that have died from this coronavirus 19. So it's the flu. It's a super flu that got way out of control, obviously. So the government's taken every precaution, every action, and I just want you to know that nothing other than that has changed in the last 35 days. 35 days ago, we were at an all-time high on your portfolio. Tonight, we're in a bear market, okay? But there is a silver lining here. The futures are up overnight, so that means that the market's stabilized. We've hit a bottom. And you can look at any pundit out there, and they can try to say, oh, we haven't hit the bottom, we have hit the bottom. The fact is that when you look back at 3, 4, 5, 10 years, this really won't matter. It will be a blip on the radar screen. We've gone through World War I, World War II, we've gone through the Korean War, we went through Vietnam, we went through the oil crisis of the 70s where there were gas lines 5 miles long. Forget about these Trader Joe lines. We had real gas lines at that point. Tonight, we have the lowest gas prices that we've had in 2 decades. It's incredible. Now, that's causing some other oil shocks throughout the system, but that's a tax break for consumers. Guaranteed. When you go put a full tank of gas in your car, tomorrow you're going to feel that great effect. So there are some silver linings here. Now, of course, I'm not in any way, shape, or form minimizing this super flu, but that's what it is. It is a super flu, and this too shall pass. This is a health issue. This is not 9/11. I was underneath the World Trade Center on 9/11. I helped people evacuate. This is not 9/11, trust me, okay? And this is not 2008. We all lived through that too. This is an entirely different enemy. It is a silent and invisible enemy. And so we're going to get through this. We've got the best minds on earth tackling this. They're almost conducting, they're conducting some tests to see if they can actually combat this with an antivirus or whatever it is. I'm not an epidemiologist, but I'm out here tonight because behind me, those stars and stripes stand for something. It stands for freedom. It stands for liberty. It stands for beating the odds. We're going to beat this. So I want you to make sure that you don't panic. Do not panic. The media is trying to make you panic, including every media outlet. And it's not right, but that's the nature of our society. I'm your voice of reason. I'm your coach. There is not one client that has ever been with my firm, or even before that when I was with Union Bank Switzerland, that has ever lost a penny in our portfolio. You know that you just hit your all-time high 5 weeks ago tonight. And, we hit a very tough correction, which dipped into a bear market. It's fighting its way out. The futures are up overnight. The future's bright. We're going to tackle this. We've got the best scientific and biotech minds on earth tackling this. And this too shall pass. Look, my success is directly related to your success. So I'm hurting too, as far as it is stressful and it is painful, and I don't like to see the market go down so suddenly. But if we jump back to 2018, in November, December, we had a similar severe market correction where the stock market went down 18%. Now this one has gone down a little past 20%, and it's clawing its way back overnight. But in the last 11 trading sessions, including today, Monday, March 16th, the Dow was down 3,000 points. The Dow was up 2,300 points on Friday. So from 2 weeks ago, the stock market was actually up from Monday, March 2nd to Friday, March 6th. Last week, the Dow Jones Industrial was actually down 780 points, so it was down from Monday to Friday. This week, who knows? I don't even know this month. I know this quarter is going to be bad, but the fact is that you have to think long-term for your game plan. You cannot time the market. It will recover. By the 4th of July, by Labor Day, I believe it will be back to the levels that we were 5 weeks ago tonight. It's going to take time to heal. The stock market has caught this super flu as well. It's sick. The market is sick and it needs to heal, just like the world needs to heal. And the world will heal, and there will be other things to worry about in the future, believe me. So I've told clients, whenever we hit all-time highs, don't be shocked if you see the Dow Jones Industrial Average fall to 3,000 points when we hit those record level highs. That's a natural phenomenon. The coronavirus exacerbated the situation. It created an unnecessary burden, and here we are, and we're fighting through, and things will get better. Real quickly, I just want you to know that you're going to be receiving some very important one-page PDFs, two-pagers, just some one-pagers, some tear sheets that you just need to look at for 30 seconds. It's going to save you massive headaches, and it's going to save you unnecessary fear that you need to have. Stay the course. The best game plan is the long-term game plan. And again, no one ever made money in the stock market that sold when the market corrected. Okay, so your portfolio will come back. It's going to take time, and I'm here to guide you. I'm the hardest working guy on Wall Street. I'm the only one out here other than a reporter from CNBC tonight. So I'm here for you. Our phone number is 855-888-WALL. You can call, you can dial option 8, go directly to my desk. Okay? I'm working around the clock. My staff's intelligent. Your assets are with the greatest custodian on earth. We're going to make it through this. You have the greatest quality names in your portfolio, and believe me, when the market comes roaring back, you're going to be very grateful that you did not try to time the stock market in the last 700 hours. This too shall pass, and please email me if you have any questions, gsa@wallstreeteye.com. I'll be reaching out by telephone to each and every one of you. Pass this on to your friends and colleagues. And again, it's not timing the stock market that's going to build your long-term wealth. It's time in the stock market. If you miss the stock market's biggest 10 days in a 10-year time period, you've missed out on almost all of your returns. So you're going to have massive upward velocity days, like I said 2 weeks ago. We're going to have extraordinary upward momentum. It's just a matter of time. We've got to have everything level off, and everything's looking like it's getting much better. So it might get a little bit worse before it gets better, but it's getting a little better incrementally. So again, be safe, follow all the precautions from the government. Mostly it's pretty good advice, and use common sense and help an elder. So, part of my firm's mission is that we're going to help, some needy people or some people that are in need, and we're going to spend a little of our time this week to make sure that they're getting, they don't need anything above and beyond their normal day-to-day things. So with that said, just, look out for your neighbors, obviously, good stuff, good advice. And again, call me directly if you have any questions, and I'm here for you, and I'm very grateful for your business. And we had an incredible, strong economy up to 35 evenings ago. So because of that, when we come out on the other end and we get through this super flu, the stock market's going to increase dramatically. Your portfolio is going to recover. And for those of you that have been working with me for the past 2 decades, we've been through many of these market corrections, and we're undefeated. This time will be no different. Thanks. George Antonopoulos, Wall Street Investments, 7 p.m., Monday, March 16th, 2020. Happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Contact your loved ones. Call the people that maybe you haven't spoken to in a long time. Let them know that you're thinking about them. And again, this too shall pass. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you. Good night.